Hey everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started with our 10-minute stretch today. Find some space so that we can refresh our minds and our bodies. We're going to do a lot of focus on our low back, releasing that tension, releasing any sort of low back pain, also that sciatic nerve. So if that's anything you deal with, it's a good one for you today. We're going to take our feet nice and wide, just a slight bend side to side. As we're doing this, I want you to think about sticking your hips back behind you. We'll come up and go to the other side. Again, hips are going back, bending that one knee, and coming up. Nice and slow. This helps floss that sciatic nerve, and it also helps strengthen that low back for us. And we'll do one more on each side. And last one here, getting nice and low. And coming up. From here, we'll take our feet just about hip width apart. We'll reach those hands up overhead. Now, I want you to think about you're reaching up towards that ceiling as high as you possibly can. Look your eyes up towards the sky and really bring those arms up out of your shoulders so that we can decompress that spine. As we're here, I want you to think about rolling your back under, tucking those hips, so you can get a little bit more of a reach. One more deep breath. And we'll take an exhale, arms come out wide. We're hinging forward, slight bend in the knees. While you're here, I want you to think about hips being pulled back behind you and a string out of the top of your head reaching forward. Think about being pulled in two opposite directions. We'll start to feel this stretch in our hamstrings and squeeze those shoulder blades together to open up our chest. From here, we'll put a bend in those knees, rounding your back. We're just hanging down. Feel free to rock side to side just to loosen everything up, especially through those hips. Okay, we'll find some stillness here, again, keeping that bend in our knees. Now I want you to focus on your spine. Think about creating more space between each vertebrae. We're going to shake our head yes to loosen up our neck. And shake your head now. From here, we'll bring our hands up just above our knees. We want to create that flat back again, squeezing our shoulder blades together, imagining being pulled in two opposite directions. Put a deep bend in your knees, and we'll slowly roll up. The last thing to come up is your head. Great, let's step our right foot forward, left foot back. Slight bend in both knees. We're gonna reach our arms forward again, being pulled in two opposite directions, and then we'll come up. Hips go back as we reach forward, and we come up. Hips reach back, and up. We reach, and up. One more, reach, and up. While we're here, deep bend in that front knee, left leg steps back a little bit. We can bend both knees. I want you to think about pushing your hips forward and looking up towards the sky. We'll feel a stretch along the front side of that back leg. One more deep breath here. Good. We'll take it to the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. From here, hips reach back behind us, arms reach forward, and we come up. Good. We reach, and up. Reach, and up. Reach, and up. Reach, Last one. We reach and come up. From here, we'll step that right foot back just a little bit further. Bend in both knees. We're pressing our hips forward, looking up towards the sky. Feeling that deep stretch along the front side of our right hip. One more deep breath here. And we'll come forward. Let's take our legs out wide, toes pointing out to opposite corners of the room. We'll bring our hands to the inside of our knees. I want you to use your shoulder to press that knee back towards the wall behind you. You may feel that back kind of click into place as well. We'll come on up. And other side, pressing that knee back as far as you can. And coming up. Good. Really feeling that stretch in your inner thigh. This is also a good stretch for that low back. Take it nice and slow. Nothing is forced. Just letting everything move to its end range of motion. Good. One more to each side. See if you can get a little more twist. And up. We twist. And up. Great. From here, we'll bring those feet close in together. We're going to bring our right foot forward, heel down, toes up towards the sky. Bend in that standing leg. Again, hinging at the waist, feeling that stretch along the back side of that right leg. We want to keep our back nice and flat here. Good. We'll hold for a couple seconds. And then we'll allow ourselves to round our back. Anytime we round that back, we're helping stretch out that low back. But when we're doing things like lifting something up, we always want to make sure we're in that flat back position to help keep everything safe and secure. Good. We'll round down one more time. And we'll come up to that flat back. Come on up. We'll switch sides. Left foot forward, heel down, toes up. We hinge forward into it, keeping our back nice and flat. From here, we'll round our back, feeling that stretch in our low back. Let's flatten it out, finding that strength, that stability. And then that decompression, rounding down. Good, and come on up. All right, we have another one here that's really going to get deep in that back side. So what I want you to do is you can either do this standing or seated. We're going to take one leg, we're crossing it over our other knee. If you're standing, this is like a 4 shape. From here, you can hold on to something. We're going to sit our hips back and down, like we're going to sit in a chair. Again, you can do this from a seated position or from that standing position. And then we just want to lean over that front leg. Deep stretch along those deep hip rotators. One more deep breath here. And we'll come up, taking it to the other side, crossing that left leg over our right knee. We'll sit those hips back and down, getting nice and low, and leaning our chest forward into that front leg. Deep stretch along that hip, really working those glute muscles to stretch out, to make space. Take those deep breaths here. One more. And come on up to stand. Good. One more stretch for that lower body. We're going to grab one ankle. Again, feel free to hold on to something if you need to. You can grab your ankle, you can grab your pant leg, you can grab your shoe. We want to try to get that heel up towards our hips as high as we can. Think about pointing your knee straight down towards the ground, and hips are pressing forward to get a deeper stretch in the front side of your leg. Just holding here. You want to challenge that balance, feel free. but we really want to focus on that front side of your leg. And just holding, breathing, focusing. Good. We'll bring it down, taking it to the other side. Grabbing that ankle, our shoe, our pant leg. Pressing that knee down towards the floor, hips press forward. What I don't want you to do is bring that leg out or bring that leg forward. Everything is pressing down and back behind you. Hips are reaching forward to get that deep stretch. Anytime we do a stretch, we want to hold it for 20 seconds at least. At that point, those muscles begin to relax and get that elasticity, that lengthening that we're looking for. One more deep breath here. Great, we'll bring that leg down. Last stretch we'll do, we'll reach those arms up overhead. Grab one wrist, we're leaning over to the side. Let your hips lean towards the opposite direction, but we want that spine to curve, right? We want that spine to make that arc, that C shape. We'll reach up and over, taking it to the other side. On up, bring those arms down. We'll take a nice deep breath, reaching up. Exhale, let it go. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Last one, deepest breath in. We'll hold at the top. And let it go. Thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully our hips and our low backs feel a little bit more open, a little bit more stretched out throughout the day. If you are sitting, feel free to cross that one ankle over your knee just to get that deep stretch along your hips. Enjoy the rest of your day.